enjoy the newer music while you can, because I don't know how long it'll last. And for some reason I can go up here. This cave. What does it do? At least I can jump over these. Things I can hardly even see. Look. Got an enemy detector. So before I go to the right, I guess I'll check to the left. Further on, it didn't seem to mean much, so let's just go back. And I'm guessing there will be an umbrella in this, since why stop at 7 when you can get all 8? And why even bother using a hologram to get past those enemies? And you can just jump over them. Well, that was just my personal preference, I don't know why. Go ahead and turn on the hologram for this. Which, as we obviously know, cannot be used on those chompers. Chompers, munchers, whatever you want to call them. I worry that there might be more. Somewhere on the bridges. Could be anywhere. Just barely not far enough. Unless... Nope. So how? It's actually quite simple. What do we have up here, though? I'm glowing in blue. That obviously means something. Don't know whether it means climbing the cliff. Nope. Although I do keep finding the void. The mist panels, as some like to call them. You have a feeling that something is really, really wrong. Suddenly, a ray of black energy hits you. Your hologram device is destroyed. You continue falling down the tunnel. An electronic door shuts firmly closed above you. Well. Must be a secret ending or something. Please, free us from this prison. Does he say anything? We couldn't escape. We calculated everything. But something went wrong. Those are obviously the enemies. At least ghosts can't get hurt. Attempting to establish connection. Connection failed! Activating nuclear missile protection shields. Activation failed! I don't need to be loud about that, but all caps tends to spark that habit. The hyperdimensional machine. It's our only chance to escape this place. Find it. Still, too bad I have no hologram. Gotta start all the way over here, unfortunately. Unless there's somewhere else I could save in a secret area. Probably not, though. So obviously, I'm going to assume that the yellow key is necessary. Gotta remember that the one from the bottom, when it shoots, they arc downwards. Whereas the one up there, they don't. They just go straight, I guess. And I'm guessing those two things are indeed robots. How? That won't be easy. But once we get the yellow key, and once we get to the left, I'll bet there's going to be a save. hope there's going to be a save. I will hope there's going to be a save. Or I could just do that. But no, the save is right there. You had to be masochistic about those lasers, didn't you? Whew! Well, at least I got the yellow key, so... and I need a blue key. You need a blue key. I remember that Futurama episode. Okay, those are obviously deadly. Can do that. But I gotta be careful with it. Really careful. Wonder what the warp will do, though. Just wanted to pay attention. Okay, so it warps me over here. Where I need to worry about that spark shooter. Need to get lucky with the shots. I hate that. Well, at least the key is right there this time, so won't feel as hard. Okay, maybe it'll feel as hard, but at least it's not as long. I prefer short Kaizo games over long ones, by the way. Pretty sure I'm not the only one. And by long ones, I mean long Kaizo ones. That is one effective guard. Whew! Yes, there we go. Wait a minute. I don't need to do that. It's just a shortcut. That blue key. Whew. Man, I wish I had the hologram back. Because it almost seems as though those enemies, you can just barely outrun them. We thought everything was perfect. We calculated the possibilities. Okay, at least these ones are circular, so they're more predictable. Even those ones are circular. And that was just my wrongdoing. Now, why would I risk myself doing that? Ugh. I'm rushing myself. That's all there is to it. Quit rushing yourself, me. Hey. Don't know how to make that sound grammatically correct. Quit rushing myself. Some shots can appear out of nowhere. But I see only one of them can shoot at a time. Which is kind of unpredictable, but... yeah. It can make it easier when you're lucky. Speaking of lucky... find the hyperdimensional machine. Oh, what have we done? Logging in, sending distress signal to HQ. Transmission failed! Why do they keep failing? Is the prison also affected? Also affected by technology? Technology failures? Or are those supposed to be the protagonist robots? If they're supposed to be antagonists, then they're not doing a good job at it, because I'm escaping just like that. Oh, wow, I wish I had the umbrella. Because those shots are quite random. At least I made it over that. And those are deadly. Well, at least we get some music to accompany that. And I can think of a way to do this. But it requires me to pinpoint. Nearly had that. Luckily, there's a save somewhere in the middle. So it doesn't have to be too hard. So I've decided, no, I'm not going to do the extra hard. Although I might actually look it up. Might actually look up the map via the level editor. But how? I nearly got that. Ugh. Ugh. Yep, that's just like a Kaizo, alright. I've seen other Knytt stories do it like that, too. In the case of just before that other save. Although sometimes there's not even a save over there, so they're not as generous. At least this one can be considered generous. But at least difficulty for this one, it did say it was hard. How did I make that? And so, Junie activated the hyperdimensional machine and escaped to freedom, along with the poor souls who were trapped inside this dreaded complex. Being grateful for their release, spirits gave Junie some of their ethereal essence before departing from this world. With this essence, Junie was able to bring her cousin back to normal health, vigorous and alive. Oh, wait. The end. Hilarious ending.